So my name is Elizabeth. I'm the director and founder of Gwiji for Women. Gwiji for Women is a tech company that identifies, vets, trains and empowers low-income women from the slums working as casual cleaners by connecting them directly to their clients at the comfort of their home using a mobile application. So what inspired me, three things actually inspired me to start the company, which is Gwiji for Women. First of all, while I was in campus, I used to do gig work to support myself, so I saw the importance of gig work. Additionally, my mom used also to do gig work to support us, and that's how she was able to educate us. So I saw the benefit of working as gig worker and how much contribution and impact it's having in the society. Now, to impact the specific group, which is the low-income women from the slums, I worked under Amroot Healthcare Center under a project which was called Ajiri Dada Initiative. Under this project, we used to work with women from the slums. The main aim of the project was to stop the spread of HIV and AIDS in the slums. So we would find jobs for them as house help after training them, and I saw the impact it was having. So after the end of the project, I also wanted to do something that will now be able to empower these women on a more regular basis, and that's how I came up with Gwiji. Additionally, when you walk on the streets of Nairobi, you're going to see these gig workers, these women seated in the hot African sun up to 7 hours every day looking for work. So the only thing that was missing for these women was now the connection, and that's why I came up with the mobile application to help them get work at the comfort of their home. So our target group, the people who are impacting, are the low-income women from the slums. Just to tell you a bit about them, these women lack formal education, so of course they cannot compete in the formal job market. Most of them, I would say 90% of them, are the breadwinners in their family, so it means they need to get income to support their kids in terms of food, shelter and education. So the only thing that's missing with these women is a bit of training to make them a bit professional in their work, and also helping them find their client in a more sustainable way. So these women, so far at Gwiji, we have onboarded 300 women, and we work with them, we train them on how to become professional, because this is one of the things that was making them not attractive to their clients. On top of that, because they don't know where they are needed, a connection is needed, and that's why we came up with a mobile application. So instead of them sitting in the hot African sun up to 7 hours every day and going home without anything to feed their kids, we find work for them at the comfort of their home, and they go directly to their clients. And doing that, they're able to get more jobs. And actually working for Gwiji, these women have risen their income from less than $1 per day to $8 per day. So we are really impacting them, and we want to impact more women. So I'll say the highlight for us is now seeing us impacting these women. As I said, we have 300 of them, and they are now working with us, and we are seeing impact in their lives. They're able to earn more. They're able to say they're able to provide for their kids. Their kids are able to go to school, yes. Additionally, something else I would like to also to talk about is something we started as Gwiji, which we call Gwiji Chama. And what Gwiji Chama does is, because these women we work with are between 18 to 40 years, and you know gig work requires a lot of energy, so they won't be young forever. So we've started Gwiji Chama to teach them about benefits they can take for their kids, the benefits of having social benefits like NHIF. On top of that, the benefit of saving their surplus income to start their own small businesses. So currently some women have even branched out into entrepreneurship, where they have small kiosks. They sell vegetables, fruits, and what happens with them, sometimes when they don't have work on the platform, they are able to open their businesses, and once they have an order, they are able now to go and work and come back to their business. So we are looking into the future of these women, and this Gwiji Chama has really been impacting them in a positive way. Okay, so I would say the biggest challenge we faced is for some time I felt like this group has long been forgotten. Yes, I'm working with them, but I'm seeing the struggle they have, and there was no government body that was looking after their interest. So that was a struggle that I was having, and right now as I talk here, I'm working currently with the National Labour Organization and Thunderbird School of Management, whereby we are coming up with policies. I'm working as a key informant, where I'm also representing the views of both the gig platform owner and also the gig workers, and we are working to come up with policies which we are going to be pushing for the government to implement, so that now these gig workers like ours, the mamafuas, who don't have benefits, they don't have legal representation or a body that's looking into their interests, can now have a body like that. And because now you see there's unemployment and gig platforms are the future for Kenya, we are working to ensure that now as we advance with gig work, the interests of gig workers are taken care of. So where we see ourselves for 5 to 10 years from now is Gwiji becoming a talent powerhouse. We've started with one group which we felt had been forgotten, which is the women gig workers who are doing casual cleaning work. But the broader vision for Gwiji is to become a talent powerhouse where we empower one gig work group at a time. So we are going to look after Gwiji, after women, low-income women, we want to look into plumbers, electricians, different groups, empowering them and having impact not just in Kenya but in Africa. So that's where the future of Gwiji is. We want to become a talent powerhouse and fight unemployment, because permanent jobs are on the decline in Kenya. Gig work is the future, and Gwiji, we want to be at the center of this. Why I know I deserve to be a Zuri alumni is because I represent two groups. I represent the young people in Kenya. Most young people like me think they cannot impact or they cannot have an impact. But me being an alumni of Zuri, I'm going to be a testimony and testament to these people that they can achieve anything that they put their minds into. Secondly, I represent the gig workers, especially the low-income women who don't have a voice. Through me becoming an alumni, these women will now have a voice, yes. Gwiji, we are all about women empowerment and equity for women. As you all know, there are so many platforms, but we are specifically designed for women, especially low-income women who have been forgotten, who are the breadwinners in their families and they need to feed their children, to educate their children. And we are empowering them to fight the cycle of poverty. And for Gwiji, as we said, we have empowered over 300 women who are working under us. And now they're not living below the poverty line. They're able to get $8 per day working for us on average. And for Gwiji, also working with these women, we are looking also into their future. For example, as I said, we started Gwiji Chama. So this is a group that enables these women to come together. We teach them about the benefits of having social benefits like, let's say, NHIF, to look after their children and their also health. On top of that, we're also looking into their future in terms of what is their future once they are past 50 and they cannot be able to do this work. Yeah. So we're also training them on the benefits of being financially independent by opening their small businesses. Instead of now spending all the money that they get right now, we are teaching them on the benefit of saving and starting their own small businesses. Yes. So that is Gwiji. I'm Elizabeth. Thank you for this opportunity.